What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Crew 2, and well, as y'all know, the New Year's Eve Summit is now live, bringing us the beautiful Porsche Carrera GT Green Flash Edition. Well, at least another chance to get it. So if you guys have not been on the Crew 2 in a minute and you want this car because you missed it last time, definitely jump on here and go after this. Before we jump into that summit, let's take a look at the up-and-coming ones right now. There's only two because we are almost in Season 5 already, which is insane to me how we are about to be in the next season in about 21 days. But nonetheless, let's take a look at these right now. So in gold, we have the Spearhog Semi-Slick Tire, which, well, when it comes to tires, that one looks pretty good. And then over in platinum, we have the Nitro Chemist set there for the touring car class. And if you do not have a set for this class, this is definitely something to go after. Many people will be like, why do I need Lucky or Gold Finder? Well, if you are grinding these races, put that set on there. You might have a better chance of getting other Nitro Chemist sets, which you can try to get the right affixed stats on. So that actually could be a pretty dang good set to go after. Taking a look at this summit right now, we have the, well, for one, it's insanely blue. Nothing but touring car and Alpha GP races plus a live extreme series. It's definitely going to be an interesting one. We have an escape and a speed trap, which is most likely going to be our lovely Corvette Stingray, and then probably a hypercar of your choice there for that one, or another drag car escape there, most likely going to make another appearance. Moving over, we have the Flashback Summit, which gives us a legendary half set boosted for Nitro Chemist in the Rallycross class, which might be pretty useful, but those perks on there do not look that good if I'm being honest. And well, the second part probably come out in the next season, which is insane how that's actually coming up. And then in Platinum, Retro Gaming Rooftop, which is probably the trippiest Platinum reward I've ever seen. Like, what even is that? I don't even know. But it honestly looks cool. Obviously, a spaceship fighting a UFO, it looks like. Pretty interesting. Now let's jump into the New Year's Eve Summit. So I will obviously have everything timestamped if you guys want to go check out a specific race. But let me give you guys some tips and tricks right now on all these races here that I think will definitely help. So first things first, the escape here is going to be obviously with a boat. And well, this one is going to be Las Vegas, which honestly really isn't too bad. It kind of depends on where you go on this one. I would just follow the route I go. That one's not really too hard. The Aerobatics is very straightforward. It's pretty much in like the Arizona area or whatever. It's actually a pretty fun one, to be honest. I do like that. And then over here, we're going to have the Slalom, which is going to be pretty straightforward as well. I actually use the Vector V40, which I think this boat is slept on pretty heavily for Slaloms. I definitely recommend checking out the Vector. This thing turns on a dime. Also very, very fast, and, well, it can also compete with the lovely 1414 Demon. Moving over to the Jet Sprint race, well, this one probably going to make a lot of people rage. To be honest, this is the Vegas Strip, which was actually one of the races I farmed. Stay tuned for the best races to farm in that class, by the way, for parts and all that. But I use the Proto rocket, which, honestly, this boat is amazing and did a really good job. I got 1 minute and 36 seconds on that. I love that boat. Definitely try that one out if you guys haven't yet. And then moving over to the Powerboat is going to be no restriction. Obviously, the 1414 Demon here is going to be your best bet. This boat is insanely fast with Nitro Chemist. It's amazing. Very short race, so it's like 1 minute and 30 seconds. So definitely keep your eyes on the nitrous there and keep boosting because you're going to need as much power as possible. Then the lovely hypercar forced vehicle, which is going to be the Porsche Carrera GT Green Flash Edition. Now, this one's going to definitely be up there for the annoyance. I didn't find this one too bad. You guys see the difference in points there from like 9 seconds. That guy's about 8,000 from me, which this one's going to be a fun one. People wondering, slipstreaming on these races might be a challenge because these races have a ton of turns, and I feel like the slipstreaming might not be the easiest thing to do on here. So this race is definitely going to be a fun one. The car is actually pretty good, but with the settings on it, obviously not pro settings, it's a set vehicle. So the car doesn't turn that great, so do be careful with that. Moving over to the air race here, we're going to have a PC-21, which is probably going to be one of the most annoying planes to race. The only reason why I say that is, well, you cannot see anything when flying it unless you change the camera angle. So you guys see in the footage of me using it, I pretty much was just hoping I was going in the right direction with it. Regardless, the plane's actually not bad. It's actually really fast. With Nitro Chemist, I was averaging like 265, 270 miles an hour. So I got a pretty good score on that one. Make sure you get perfect on every single one. Having the right set on the planes will definitely help because it's very generous. It gives you a ton of nitrous every time you go through one. So definitely make sure you have that on there. Will help a lot with this one. And then moving over to the street race here, we're going to be using the Diablo GT, which I have not seen this car used in a race in general in a summit in a long time. So it's nice to see. I love the Diablo GT. This car is beautiful, honestly. So this is going to be a US Speed Tour race, which is going to be the one that will probably make a lot of people rage. There's a lot of turns, tight turns for that matter, and a lot of weird areas. You can kind of cut through some places like by trees or by like pillars and stuff. But regardless, this race is going to be one of those ones you have to do probably without somebody in there because you really can't slipstream on these races without the turns and all that are. It's probably just going to slow you down, honestly, and one person might get ahead or something like that. But on this one, I recommend trying to be in the right gear around the turns and make sure 100% biggest tip for this race is to make sure you enter the turns correctly, because if you do not, you'll definitely be losing a lot of time in this one. Then finally, we have a drift race, Dallas Rush thingy going on here where you have to go and get points and all that. So for this one, I got 150,000 points, which took me a couple of tries. Really wasn't too bad, honestly. Definitely try my build out on the Mclaren 12C there. I think it's pretty decent. This one is definitely going to be, well, kind of tough for a lot of people, I think, because you're going to have to get a lot of points. And there's one area in the beginning, you guys have seen the footage that I use, that I got like 30 or 40,000 points, which I think what I recommend trying to do, because a McLaren drifts very, very good, and, well, you get a lot of points that way. But also, if you don't drift correctly, not all the drifts will actually register, so make sure you're doing that right there. And, well, for this one, honestly, you could use somebody, but I did get 25th place doing this solo, and I had like 0.200 seconds to spare before I actually ran out of time. Anyway, guys, here's a summary right now. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Big tip for the drift one, though, is to drift as much as you can, because that's going to be the best way to get points in that one. The drift car obviously is a perfect choice for that, and the 12C is actually a pretty dang good car.
you